Hello everybody. I'm going to see if you are on here. Going to see what we got going. There we go. Alright, you can see me. Thinking this light might be a little too bright. Is that what I'm thinking? Okay, yeah, that's right. So I know that I don't usually go live like this. It's impromptu. Nobody's probably going to watch, but that's okay. I have been so sick all week, and I have some orders that I need to get done. So we're going to try to do this and see if my kids won't interrupt me. But I thought I would do this live just because we're going to layer these two colors together for a wreath, and I kind of refer it to as my beachy sunflower wreath. And so since I haven't done a live, I didn't do one last week because I was super busy, I figured we would try to do one today and see what happens. Yep, Linda, happy surprise. It's also a motivation for me to get an order done. Like I said, I have had a cold this is day 3. And so I just wanted to try to get something done. And I'm using you guys as motivation, okay? I'm using y'all. I am. So let's get started here. I have most of my mesh already cut in 10-inch. I know this is green and you think, oh, that's for the leaf. No, actually I'm using this for the petals. So we're going to do 10 inches, and as you can see, I have a glass timbered cutting piece of glass that I flip, and it's on the other side, and I even write my little numbers just to kind of give me a reference mark. And so I'm just going to show you, I got to cut 4 pieces here, and then we will be ready to go. And I use that tip when cutting the poly burlap, and I go right in between the squares. And if it goes, you know, off a little ways, like that one did, that's okay. It'll work out in the end. So I'm going to just measure 10 inches to 10 inches. And we're just going to cut. And like I said, we're going to see if my kids, you know, interrupt me or not. I think one time, okay, I think I need to move the camera down a little bit so you can see better. So hold on. Maybe do this. So hopefully you can see me a little bit better. Everybody's catching up and getting on. There you go. Yeah, now you can see it better. Okay, so I'm gonna cut 2 more, and then we're gonna put this wreath together. And if I sneeze or cough, please forgive me. It's that, what is it, spring? I know it's spring. It feels like summer here because it's already summer weather, let me tell you. We go from winter to summer. We don't have spring here. So I have all those cut off. So that's what I use, and that's the tip I use. I don't know if you see it. See it? It's smoking right now. But that's what I use. I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to unplug it. Okay? Unplug your wood burner. Don't leave it plugged in. And then you won't melt your glue gun. I've done that twice now. I kid you not. So, we just used a 10-inch poly burlap for this. A typical sunflower wreath. Y'all know the drill here if you've been with me at any time. So actually I'm going to move this out of the way and down. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to totally experiment today with this rope. I know I've showed this to you guys before, but I thought, man, that looks really kind of nautical. And so I started using it on one of these, and it really kind of gave it a nautical look. So we're going to make one. It's not for this order. The order is for something else for the middle, but we're going to make one and see how it goes. So I've already pre-cut my leaves, and when I do leaves, I cut them 11.5 inches, okay? I cut them a little bit longer because I want the leaves to poke out a little bit more, okay? So I'm going to do what I normally do. We go under one bracket and under this one, and then I'm going to just flip it over to secure it, okay? Same thing, we do it every time. Nothing ever changes there. So let's start our leaves, rounded side up, meet in the middle, and then we are just going to gather. Flip it over, and then we're going to twist here. Okay? First leaf, okay? So we're going to do 5 leaves on this. So let's just go ahead and we're going to get the leaves already done and get them over with. Now, this one is going to be a little bit different because we are going to use green on top of this green. I did this a few years ago, and it's actually quite a good seller for me when I have the turquoise in stock. And I think I have it out of stock on my Etsy shop, but I need to go add it because I can make at least 2 more of these wreaths. I think I have 1 more roll of that turquoise. So, like I said, the reason why I wanted to show you this too is that you really could use any colors. I think that pink and orange would be really pretty. And let's see, you could do a purple, a deep purple and a light purple together. You do yellow and white, turquoise and white. You could just do all sorts of things. Oh, make sure. Do I not have 5 of those? I don't think I have 5. Yeah. Isn't that the way it goes? Okay, so I'm going to turn let me plug my wood burner back in, and we'll start working on the petals while this heats up. I hope you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? What size ring am I using? I am using the 10-inch. I love the 10-inch. Okay, it's just an amazing size to use, and I'm going to tell you, again, I'm sorry, I've been sick all week. I'm going to tell you why I use the 10-inch. This is the perfect size for 1 roll of burlap. And also you can fit this in an 18 by 18 by 6 box for shipping. So while we wait, because we got to cut 1 more leaf, I did not cut enough, shame on me. So with this one, the under petal is going to be green, and this is my 10-inch cut. As you can see, that's a perfect square, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to layer the colors like this, all right? So we're going to start with a 10-inch by 10-inch green, and like I said, you can use any color you want here. This is just what I use right now, and it's a good seller for me. So I'm going to just twist it a little bit, and then I'm going to take the second 10-inch by 10-inch, and I should just probably slow down because some of you might not have seen this. We're going to meet the corners in the middle, and then we are just going to gather. And I do get quick on this, and I apologize, but this is how we do it. So this will be for replay, and you can watch it again. So, and I did not share this in my Wreath Creators and More. Let me see if I can do that really quick. No, can't do it. Can somebody share this in Wreath Creators and More for me, please? I apologize. I got a little busy and didn't think about it. And then I just bring the pipe cleaners, and then we're going to twist it underneath and just to kind of secure it, okay? So here we go. Let's put another green, and then we're going to do a turquoise on top of it. And the more you do this, the quicker you will become. Okay, and take another turquoise, meet in the middle, and then you just gather 10-inch by 10-inch piece there. Okay, so I'm going to now attach that to the bottom of the wreath. I'm going to twist it and pull it and twist. Okay, and we'll cut the excess off when we're done. So now that we've done 2 outside, we're going to do 1 in the middle here. Take your pipe cleaner, and I like just to twist it around, and it's ready to go. So again, the green is going to go underneath the turquoise, and we're going to put it right there. So thank you, Janelle. I appreciate it. You would think I would share this in my own group, but if you're not in Wreath Creators and More, make sure you join, and we'd love to have you. If you like to make wreaths, we'd love to have you, or even if you're just a crafty person in general. So now I'm going to attach that to this bracket, and I'm just going to twist. And again, we'll cut off the excess. So as you can see, my petals are already kind of shaping up. Can you see that? So we're going to do the outside again, and meet in the middle and secure. So it's been a busy week here. I've sold a lot of the Christmas tree tutorials, and I know that a lot of you guys have purchased them, and thank you so much. Hi, Nicole. It's good to have you. If you haven't purchased that Christmas tree tutorial, in that group, I have a private group for the Christmas tree, and it's on sale until tomorrow for $14.99. And where I have already done another live for a really pretty deco mesh flower wreath using the Christmas tree technique, but I show you how to assemble it there. And the reason why I've been having a sale is that people have always asked me questions about Etsy. How do I sell on Etsy? I just had my 3,000 sale. I'm going to move that out of the way. I just had passed my 3,000 sale on Etsy in a little over 2 years. And so what I had decided to do is I'm going to do a live in my Christmas tree group and take questions and answer questions on how do you sell on Etsy? How do you make a product that is marketable? How did I get 3,000 sales on Etsy? Let's be honest. How do you make a living, which I have done, making wreaths? And I do this full-time right now. This is a full-time income for me. So I'm very blessed and thankful for it. So if you haven't, I'll put the link at the top of this post when I'm done here. And if you would like to be in that group so you can hear that live and hear my opinion on things, all you have to do is purchase the tutorial. You get the tutorial. You get to learn to make something that will sell. And you get some business advice. And it's only for the price of the tutorial. There is no more monthly fees at all. So make sure, if you have not, also if you have the Christmas tree tutorial and you haven't joined the group, make sure you join the group. Just search Julie's Christmas tree tutorial, Julie's Christmas tree tutorial group on Facebook, and you will find it. Okay, so we've done the outside. Now we're going to do our first inside. So I wrapped the stem around the inside of that bracket. And we are going to do, again, a green and then a turquoise. But are you liking the layered look of the colors? Like I said, you could do any sort of colors here. But, so we're going to put a turquoise over that one. Where did I get this mesh? This either came from craftoutlet.com, thewreathshop.com, or trendytree.com. I purchased from all of those. So I'm going to take my pipe cleaner and I'm running it around. I ran it around underneath that frame, and I'm going to twist this so that it will be secured, okay? And if I have the room, not all wreaths will allow me to do this. If I have the room, I take, like for instance, this is what's left over from this leaf and petal, and I just like twist those together to make it even more secure. Okay, and we just want everything to stay where it's supposed to stay, and then you just kind of cut a little bit of the excess off there, and you fold under. Again, I'm sorry if I sound congested. Yes, I'm using poly burlap. I love poly burlap. It's a great product. If you've never tried poly burlap and you're looking for something that you can use outside, this is a great product. It really truly is. I would really recommend trying this if you haven't tried it. So let's see, we need another green square, 10 by 10 squares here. Gonna lay it on top of there. Wouldn't this be pretty with a pink and an orange? I need to make one. I don't know why I haven't, but I need to do that. But again, time isn't always on my side. I have a family to take care of and a business to run, and that's kind of like why I like those private groups for my tutorials, is because I have so many customers who try the things that I want to try, but I don't have time, but I can see them and they do such a fabulous job. And if you're in my groups, thank you so much. You guys are great. We're going to put one in the middle here. And as you can see, we just kind of backtrack so that we're not working over petals. And as you can see, do you see any fraying there? None. So that we're not working over top of our petals. So again, oh, you know what? Look at that. There's the extra leaf for my thing that I just turned on. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side, and hopefully we'll have enough leaves here. Okay, it's one of those weeks, people. It just is. I have not felt good. My ears are so plugged up right now. Oh well. We're going to get through this. I want to get some orders done. I hate that people ordered wreaths and I'm like, oh, I'm sick. So we're going to get this done. So you guys give me that motivation to get it done, and I appreciate that. And I like to share this stuff with you too. So we're just going to see, I'm just tying on there. Take another one of these. A flamingo one, yep. Oh, thank you, Elaine. I appreciate that. I feel like my voice is all kind of crackly today because of my cold. But, hey, at least it's not snowing outside and we still have the sunshine. So I always talk about the weather. And my husband kind of makes fun of me because I always talk about the weather to you guys. But, you know, it's kind of important in my life, I guess. I don't know. I like the sunshine. All right, so we're going to take another turquoise and put over top of that. And then I also have one of these where I did kind of like an Easter egg where it was like white leaves under like a turquoise and a white leaf under a purple and a white leaf under a pink. So you could even do that. You could just use all sorts of colors. You really are not limited here. So we're gonna just tie in them, securing them on the bottom like I showed you before. And like I said, here was that extra leaf. It was bigger than the others, so let's put that leaf on. I would have had that done if you're just catching up to our live. I thought I didn't cut a 5th leaf, but I did. It just got in my pile over here. So we're going to take another green. I know, green on green, but this is just what we're doing for this wreath because the green and the turquoise seems to be a popular color combination for some of my customers. They really like it. I do a brown center. I'll do a brown center for this one today. As you can see, those colors together. And then the other one, I did one the other day, and it was a yellow center, and I don't have, here it is. It would be the yellow poly burlap underneath. So you could do a yellow center in the middle too. So we got that. So I'm still keeping your attention. Does the poly burlap not fray? Okay, Linda, poly burlap does fray. Every deco mesh, everything frays. If you cut it, it's gonna fray. It's just a matter of fact. Michelle Noble of A Noble Touch came up with this idea of using a wood burner, and it really does help minimize the fraying. It just makes a better product for my customers, and I just would recommend it. It just really is a great thing to use. So we're going to do a middle one here. And then if you're just joining us, we're going to try a different center than the normal just fold over center I normally do for this one. I'm going to kind of experiment on camera with you guys. So we'll see if it works. You'll get to see my process as we do it. And again, I apologize if I sound all nasally and congested today because I've been sick. So, but you guys are my motivation to get some orders done here. And I have one more after this, which is the yellow sunflower with the braided center. So I need to get that one done too. So just securing it on the bottom here. And then we are going to go back. If I don't go back and do that center section, I'm not sure if you can see it. Let me hold this up. We're going to go back and do this bracket right here. Okay. And if you've watched any of my videos, you've seen that. You've seen how I go back and I work back. I just kind of backtrack. And so we're going to just do that. If you want to, this is a good tutorial as well, just to do the basic sunflower. If you're just wanting to do the basic sunflower, this is still the same technique. You can use all the same colors, and you can save this to your timeline, and then that way you have it when you want to watch it, because people are always messaging me, where's that video and where's this at? Well, you guys can save it, share it to your timeline, and then you got it. So you can just check your own Facebook page and you've got it to watch whenever you want. So I'm going to twist, and then I'm going to attach to the bottom of the wreath frame. So 5 leaves are 10 by 10, yes. The wreath frame is 10 inches, and then your leaves are going to be 11.5 inches, and then each double petals are going to be 10 by 10. So it's the same process every time. So if you look over here, I have one more middle spot that's empty, so we got to do that one, and then we're going to do 2 more in the inside there. Okay, just put that, and just kind of get the petals kind of out of the way here. Just gently move them out of your way. So, yes, I'm still going to have to cut one more green leaf, everybody. One more. That's okay. I'll show you what I mean by if you join late, you'll get to see one more wood burning cut. And that's all right. So, thanks, Shirley. Thanks, Kim. Okay, Janet, yep, it can be done with the deco mesh, and it might look a little different than what I'm doing, but it definitely can. So I'm going to just take this and attach it to the bottom. I'm going to just move these over. All right. Okay, so we've got one more that needs to be here, and then one more over here. Okay, let me see here. Where's my pipe cleaners? I'll do one more here. And of course, we got to cut one more piece of mesh. So did everybody have a good Memorial Day? I know we had a good time. We made homemade ice cream, and we had lunch with my family, and we remembered those who gave so much for our country. So, alrighty. So I'm going to do one more here, and then we're going to cut our one last piece of green mesh because I did not cut enough. So, and my kids are being good so far. I'm really excited. I'm not really sure how long we've been doing this. But okay, so I'm going to put that over there. I'm going to put my glass thing right back up here. This is just a piece of, it's a cutting mat that I bought off at Amazon. I think I paid $30 for it, and then the next week after they had them on sale for $20. I was just like, really? Seriously? So let me grab a roll, and we're just going to cut one 10-inch. So this is back on and hot. Just need one, and I'm going right in between the squares and the line, and sometimes the line will curve around, and that's okay. I still want to keep it as, I don't know if you guys can see that, I want to keep it pretty straight, okay? So there we go, and again, unplug your wood burner. Just make it a habit every time after you're done using it. Just make it a habit. It's a good habit, I promise. It's a good habit. Okay, so let's go find our last spot. Oh, I can hear my kids. They're having fun. Okay, so we have one more spot right there, guys. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go back over and we're going to experiment with a center, okay? Do you guys have the patience for that? Hopefully I can find my little glue gun fingertips so that I don't burn my fingers. So need to look for that. I probably should have found those before I started this, but oh well. Okay, we're gonna get this going. So we're gonna tie that and one more piece of turquoise, and then that will be the base of our flower, and then we'll make the center, and then we'll just kind of, you know, go through and fix all these petals. Okay, so there you go. We've got that part, and you can just kind of go through and just separate each leaf, or petal I should say, and just to give it the look you want. I know it kind of tends to get blurry, and I apologize. It's from me moving the wreath, and I need to invest in a better, this is just using my iPhone, so I would like to get the Mevo, but I'm not sure that my setup in my room here is going to work with a Mevo, so I really need to, do some more research on that. So, as you can see, I have one fray right here that I'll fix, but, so once you get everything on. And my dog just came downstairs, so somebody let him down. That would be Riley. Okay, so can you see that? So I'm not sure what that's going to look like. Okay, so now we're going to do our center. Now normally, okay, if you just want to keep this simple, what I would do is I would take my canvas here, and I take my 10-inch frame, and I draw a circle, okay? And I will cut this out, and then I will take the brown, or just the yellow, it doesn't matter. I will take the brown and I will gather it up, and I will go back and forth across that piece of cut canvas, back and forth. And I've shown this in my video for my original sunflower on this page and on my YouTube channel too. So, but today I thought, would this not be pretty with that? It's very nautical. This is found at Hobby Lobby, and I'm sure that other places have it too. I've unwound it, so it's kind of a hot mess right now. But can you see this? It's just a braided kind of rope ribbon. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this. This is a, you can buy these by 2 packs at the Dollar Tree. They are about 5 inches in diameter. And so what I'm going to do is I wanted to make this bigger, okay? So what I did was I cut out a 10-inch inside of the wreath frame, just like I showed you with the canvas, on a paper plate, okay? So I cut that out of a paper plate, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this on the bottom of here, and the reason why I want to do this is just to have more room for this to sit on. So let's just put some glue here. And we will also use a floral pen too. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm totally trying this with you guys here. So, not sure how the paper plate is going to take to the glue. So far, it's okay. Okay. So we're going to do that. I just wanted a little bit bigger than that 5-inch. And are these not expensive at the store to buy like a 6-inch? It's like $4 or $5 for one. And I'm like, no, I don't want to spend that. Okay. So, thank you, Avis. That's so sweet of you to say. So I'm going to leave it like this. I am going to use these to put our can I talk now? Oh, pipe cleaners to attach it to the wreath itself. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look and see if I have my little fingertips. Yes, I do. And you guys can see my fingertips. I use these. I get them from Amazon, and I'm going to put these on my fingers, and it really does help protect your fingers. And I need to find the link for you guys. I know, I'm sorry, I forget. I get past this and I deal with life, and I'm just like, okay, what am I going to do next? Okay, I'm hurrying. I'm sorry. I know you're probably thinking, get on with it. So, okay, so now we need to hide this little, it's taped off. I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to use these with this. I want to find the middle. I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to go over it just to kind of make sure it has a starting spot, okay? And then I think that looks pretty. Again, I have not done this yet, guys. This is a first time going, so we're either going to mess this thing up, it's going to work, or it's not. So I'm going to put some glue around it. Probably need to hold that there for a little bit. But we're going to see. So what we're doing is we're attaching that part to the center of our disc. So what I want to do is I'm going to want to add, I'm not sure if this is the right angle I want to be working from. Okay, so you guys can see what I did there? So I added some glue so that it would start to take. So what I want to do is I pretty much want to go over that part. I do not want you guys to see that. So this is where my fingertips will protect my fingers. And I'm going to kind of go over it. And I'm just going to kind of wrap it over top here. Make sure my glue gun participates here. And we might have to hold this and chat for a minute, okay? So please be patient with me, okay? So I'm gonna bring this up so you can see what I did. Okay, I've just gone over top of that, and I'm just kind of holding that there. All right, and I added the paper plate, the cut paper plate, just to kind of add a little bit more when we get to the outside, to have it big enough to cover the 10-inch wreath frame, okay? So we're gonna keep putting a little bit of glue here, and I'm gonna keep holding on, and I'm just gonna keep wrapping it. Okay, and I hope that we have enough of this. Now, when I purchased this rope, ribbon, or whatever it's called, it's normally $9.99, and every other week, ribbon and mesh is 50% off. Do not buy your mesh or your ribbon unless it's 50% off, or if you have a 40% off coupon and you just have to have it. But that's what I like about Hobby Lobby, is that the next week it'll be on sale. So I'm going to keep wrapping it, and I just kind of like the look of it. They do have, I believe they have black, and they have a dark brown. Wouldn't this in a dark brown or a dark black be pretty on a sunflower? I think it would be really nice. So we're just going to keep going through here. I just like the looks of this because I felt like it looked a little nautical. And this flower wreath kind of reminds me, the colors in it kind of remind me of the ocean, and just it feels beachy to me. Maybe that's just me, I don't know, and that's okay. So we're going to keep adding it. I'm going to look at my comments while I know I haven't looked here. Yes, Victoria, that is what I'm using, is a glass chopping board. And I flipped it over, and because this is the smooth side, okay, and on the other side it's like textured, but because it's glass, I can see through to my lines, which is really cool. So anyways, we're gonna keep going, and as you can see, I'm just kind of keeping it pretty tight here, okay? Can you see that? Doing my best to keep this pretty tight. So let's keep going. Sorry there. And like I said, I thought, oh, I want to try something new. And you guys, when I go live, you are my excuse to do something new. So I appreciate you watching. See that? I'm going to keep going. You could use rope, you could use all sorts of things. It doesn't have to be this, but I just kind of like the looks of it. And I think I've shared this in a few lives. I'm like, doesn't this look cool? Don't we need to try this? And of course I haven't tried it. So here's my excuse right now. And again, this might be a $5 mistake. We'll see. All right. Anyhow. And also, if you haven't checked out, I have a new sunflower tutorial out as well. And that one gives you 3 different options, 3 different flower options, and one is even, there's a little bit of red there, one is even made out of fabric, which I really like. You can purchase all the stuff at Hobby Lobby or like a Joann's if you want to make that. So that is called Julie's Wreath Boutique Trio Tutorial. Sorry, I've got a cold. All right. This is going by. Okay, I want to make sure that this is going to hold. How many meshes? Okay, so whenever you make a 10-inch, let's talk about that. Whenever you're making a 10-inch wreath frame for the sunflower, you are going to need 5 pieces of leaves, which are 11.5 inches by 10 inches, because you're going to use a 10-inch roll, okay? The same every single time. And when you want to do the petals, you're going to need 30 10-inch by 10-inch petals. 30. That's what I like about the 10-inch, because you can get 30 cuts out of one roll of poly burlap. So it's perfect. And I do know for a fact that poly burlap should be in stock at Craft Outlet. and other places next week. I've talked to several people and everybody's getting their shipments in. So everybody can start making those beautiful sunflowers. I know that's what my customers like. Yeah, Gail, you bought two spools of this. I bought this ribbon, probably 2 or 3 months ago. Isn't that looking pretty? I just love the look of that. And even if you wanted to work your way inside the wreath, you don't have to add more. But I don't even know if we're going to need that extra. Oh, I do need an extra glue gun or glue stick. So, that's all right. I got some glue sticks over here. Let's add them. Thanks everybody for hanging in with me. I know this is not the normal time that most people do lives, but like I said, I've been sick, and honestly, after I'm done making this wreath, I may go lay down. So we're going to keep doing this. Now this is getting to the edge, okay? So what I'm going to try to do, let's see here. I'm going to get a drink because my throat is getting raspy. The flower frames, okay, here's my secret. consumercrafts.com. If you need 10-inch frames, 8-inch frames, 12-inch frames, that's the best place to get the best price on frames. And I tell you guys that every time. And they do have sales. Yesterday they had a sale. Okay, I'm going to kind of pull on this. Can you see me pulling on that? See how that's looking? Isn't that pretty? I love the look of that. So we're just going to keep holding that. And we're going to try to make this a little bit bigger because we're going to see, is that not going to be pretty, guys? I think that is so pretty, and it's just so simple. It's already there. I mean, the ribbon or the rope is already braided. And you could take rope and braid that too. You know, you don't have to buy it like this. If you want to do this cheaper and you have rope, make your own ribbon. I mean, make it and see what happens. This is how you find out. You got to experiment and you got to give it a try. Okay, I'm kind of pulling. I don't know if you can see me gently pulling the tension because I want this to look good. All right. What glue sticks do you use? You know what? Let me show you. This was 25 bucks off of Amazon. This is the high temp, low temp glue sticks. And that's what I buy. They're like 5 pounds, I believe. Sometimes I've bought them from eBay. So I'm just going to keep, now we're kind of going to the side here. I'm going to see what we're going to do here. Like I said, I don't even know if I'm going to need this. Okay. I just wanted the looks of it to be, okay. See, and I haven't burnt myself yet with these little finger things. So, alrighty, let me look at your comments. That blue and green pop, doesn't it? I love it. Candy, no, I don't use a specific brand. I know some people use, is it Gorilla Glue? There's Gorilla Glue sticks. So maybe somebody can comment on that. So I don't want to get out of shot here. So I'm really kind of pulling this. When I go around, I gotta pull it and I gotta hold it. And I know this is probably like watching glue dry. It literally is because we're watching glue dry. But I really think this is gonna be really pretty. So I think one spool, as you can see how much I've used, one spool will get you 1 center. So depending on how big you make it, you know, you can always add petals to the inside of your wreath, and you can always add those petals. Okay, see, I'm not even sure that we're gonna need that plate I did on the bottom there. Ouch. I'm not burning myself, I'm getting myself with the little thing. Okay. So, got some more, and we're just going over top of it. Can you see the back side of that? We're just kind of going over top of it. So, we're going to keep going. Sorry, I will look at your comments in a moment. Okay, I just got my hand there. It's not too bad. Okay. See how pretty that is? Okay, consumercrafts.com. Yes, thank you, Nicole. All right, so let's see if this is going to be big enough to cover a hole. So before I cut this off, so let's see here. I think that is going to be big enough. What do you guys think? So what we're going to do is we're going to hold this, let this glue dry a little bit, and we are going to attach it to the back. So, all right. So I'm going to glue a little bit more on. So my whole paper plate idea, you know, I don't think I really needed it. So I think you could skip that step. That's my professional opinion. Okay? So what I am going to do is I'm going to take it to the back here. Let me see here. I'll do that, or do I want to just kind of put it down? I'm trying to decide where I want to hide the end of my frame. I think I could do that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my heavy duty scissors here. Man, if you could see my craft room, it is a hot mess. Let me tell you. So I'm going to cut this. Okay, hopefully it'll cut for me. And I think probably what I should have done is I probably should have zip tied that, but that's okay. So I'm going to put some glue down here. Again, I don't think this was necessary, but again, this whole process was me seeing if we can make this work. I did not make one of these ahead of time. So as you can see, I'm just going to pull that down so that is our wreath frame. Okay, I'm going to take these off. Okay, so take these off. So again, you can find these at Amazon as well. They're just like finger, what do you call it? Finger tip protectors. Okay, I'm telling ya, I've been sick this week. Okay, so I think that's good. So there is our metal. I'm really happy with that. I think that is so pretty. So we want to put that in the middle of our flower. So how am I going to attach this? Well, I'm going to take this, I'm going to flip it over, see if I have some pens here. Yep, I've got a couple of floral pens. And I'm going to take a couple of these, and I'm going to put, and I probably need to put my tip back on my finger here. I'm going to put these like right here, okay? I'm going to run them down in there, and then I'm going to put glue over top of them. And you know what else I think I'll do? I'm going to take some leftover felt from another project, and just to kind of secure it, no, this doesn't match, but that's okay, it doesn't have to match. So we're just going to do this. And we're going to lay it right there. That's what I like about these fingertips. So we're going to set this aside and let that dry, okay? So there we go. So what I'm going to do to attach that, in the middle of this wreath, I would have normally made, took some pipe cleaners and made a center. But since I didn't do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off a piece of, how many minutes have I been going, everybody? I am going to cut off a piece here, okay? And we're just going to attach this. I wonder, again, this is me winging it. I'm going to flip this over. I want to be really careful because I don't want to flatten. So here is me winging it. Okay, so we're going to take a piece of canvas here, and we're going to attach it. All right. And what I will do is I will get a picture of this so that I can show you a more professional picture when it's done, hopefully later today. So I'm just attaching that because I just want something in the middle for this to attach to, the center, okay? And this isn't going to move around on us, I don't think. And you could have done a circle. It's all right. I'm just taking a little piece here. Again, do this or put pipe cleaners in the middle, but now I have something for it to attach to. So I'm going to take these. Let's see if that's dry enough. Almost. I think we can make this work. Okay. I'm going to run it in the middle here. And I'm going to run, okay, those pipe cleaners through that canvas. And it doesn't want to work with me. Of course, I'm live and it doesn't want to work with me. I'm going to run these through and see what it looks like, guys. Can you see me doing it? Okay. Yeah, Cheryl, hold on. It's actually at the beginning of this, and this will be a replay, and you can see how I made the petals. Everything is always placed. So I'm going to pull this through, guys. I don't want to pull it too hard because that glue on it is still a little wet. So I'm just pulling it through, and I'm going to flip it over and show you what I did. Okay? So I'm going to just gently, I'm going to bring my petals out here. This is where you got to be careful. You don't want a lot of frays. Like I have one fray right there. Okay? But we're going to just gently bring those out, okay? So let me show you. I'm going to flip this over, okay? So here I brought them through. So now that I brought them through, I'm going to just twist them together. And I'm kind of holding my wreath up because I don't really want my petals to get flattened. So what I'll do is I'll cut all this stuff off, and then I will take a 10-inch piece of felt and I will put it on the back. And I will secure it with zip ties all the way around, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. But again, it's like watching glue dry. You don't need to watch that. So now we can look at this. I think that looks so pretty. What do you think? So I'm going to go through and I'm just going to move my petals around. Again, this isn't what the customer ordered. I'm going to take this out and make a different center. It's just a plain brown center. So we're going to just move these around. Kind of separate your petals and you'll get the most volume that way if you do that. So, does anybody want to see me do the brown center? I don't know. If you want me to just go ahead and do the brown center and just show you that really quick, I can. And you can press this down some more and tighten it some more. This is just kind of the way I did it because this is all coming out because I got to do a different one. But thank you, Tracy. So I think this would be so pretty. Different colors, different color center. But today I just thought, oh wow, that looks really nautical. And to me, this is kind of a beach colored wreath, is my opinion. I do sell quite a few of these when I have the merchandise or the supplies in stock. As you all know, we've had a supply issue, but I'm hearing that maybe by next week we might not have such a bad supply issue, okay? So, what do you guys think? Do you want me to go ahead and do the brown? So, okay, thank you. It was very easy, Stacy. You can remake that yourself, okay? So let's go ahead and I'm going to go just quickly do the brown center. That's actually going to go in here. Let me make sure I have a good picture. I always like to do the thumbnail of my video. And I just want to make sure the picture is good. And if you're still with me, if you haven't gotten my Christmas tree tutorial and you're not in that group yet, make sure you get that. The sale ends tomorrow on the Christmas tree tutorial. So get it for $14.99 while you can. And in the group, there's another live for another flower tutorial in there. So I think you'll find it well worth the money. So I think that's going to be pretty. And I can do a thumbnail picture of that, okay? So let's get the brown center. Just going to move this out of the way. So what I did earlier is I showed you that I traced the canvas. I'm going to cut that out now. I don't know if you can see my yellow line, but it's there. And honestly, this is really simple. You can use poly burlap, you could use ribbon, you could use 6-inch regular burlap, you could even use fabric to do this part. So we got this. Where did my brown go? Here it is. Okay, so we're taking my brown. I'm gonna get some of these 4-inch zip ties. Okay, So now this is the center that's supposed to go with this wreath, because this is in order. So I'm going to just gather it here, and then I'm just going to zip tie it to the outside of my circle. And I am just so pleased with my kids and that they have behaved, and you haven't heard a bunch of yelling or screaming or, Mom, can I have a popsicle? Yep, that happened at a live once. Yeah, honey, you can have a popsicle. I'm on live with a bunch of people. You can have what you want, right? So I'm going to take this, I'm going to grab it like this, and I'm going to go over top. This will be the side that everybody sees. And we're going to go over top, and we're going to secure it like we did this side. See, this is the bottom side. Take my zip tie, go through. You can also use like pipe cleaners if that's what you have. You know, if you don't have zip ties, then use pipe cleaners. It'll give you the same look. Okay, so I'm going to go back, over, and again secure it on the back side. So since I'm here and I have to make this anyway, I figured if you want to see it, I'll make it. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that you would sit here and watch me make a wreath. You have no idea how much I appreciate y'all. So sweet. Okay. I almost need my glasses. Isn't that bad? Okay, I'm going to go switch it over, and we're going to just keep going until I'm happy with the way the front looks. So this is the third time. Again, you got to get it just the right way. The third time I'm going over it. And usually it's about 4 wraps, sometimes 5. Do you see what I'm doing there? And I'm going to secure this side here. So, well, Julissa, you can get back into it. It's okay. We all have times where sometimes we need a break from wreath making. I made 41 wreaths in 8 days. And oh my goodness, I just didn't really want to make too many wreaths after that. I was so burnt out. And I kind of feel like I still am a little bit, but getting back into the swing of things. I've been sick this week, so that's been my excuse this week. Alright, so I think this is going to be enough. I think I like the look of that. Okay, so I think that's going to be enough. So we're going to just attach this. So, oh, Carol, this is truly easy. This is not hard. Anybody can do this. You know, sometimes I cannot tell you how many thousands of wreaths I've made like this. So I do have a lot of practice, but this is definitely something you could do. Okay, so we're going to cut that. And I'm going to cut the little things. But that is what I will put in the center. I will attach it with 2 zip ties on the sides here. And again, I'm starting to lose my voice. I appreciate you guys hanging with me today. Like I said earlier, I've been sick all week, so I've needed to get some orders done, and you guys are just a great motivation for that. So that is the center that I will put on this wreath. Let me show you here. So let's move this out of the way. So that's the wreath, but it will have that center. Okay, so you can see the coloring, and then it'll be placed much farther down. But I'm loving that center. Oh my goodness, I love it, I love it, I love it. Have a wonderful weekend, and make sure to like my page and follow it. I'm going to be getting everybody a system where I can alert you with my lives, and I'm working on that. So have a wonderful weekend, and be creative. All right, bye-bye.